fix my camera. Hello everyone, welcome. If you're watching on my YouTube channel, welcome. Thank you for joining. My name is Lori. And I'm actually doing this on Instagram Live, but then I post it on, let me just fix this for a second. And then I post it on the YouTube channel. So, hold on. 1 second. Okay. Oh, hi Brandy, you're the first one. I wanted to come on, I wanted to do a video. I was feeling like doing an IG Live, and so I wanted to do one on how to connect pretty easily to our star families. And hi Kelly. I had an experience with a client inside Telos a couple days ago. And so I wanted to share with all of you what this star being was showing us and how we can pretty easily begin to start to connect to our star families. And the reason that this is important is because, like so many other things that I share, it's all really simple. It's all really easy. It's not meant to be complicated. It's not meant to be difficult. You don't need to be a super enlightened, spiritual, advanced being to be able to begin to communicate and connect with these beautifully intelligent beings that are around all of us right now. So, the first thing, hi Anna, so glad you made it. The first thing that's important to understand is that we all have these beings around us. That most of us came from a star system, which we're familiar with. Most of us are, and that we have these beings around us, and they don't interfere unless we invite them and ask them to. We have free will, and they can't interfere with our lives. And so it's a matter of inviting them in and asking them to participate with us. And so they're all around us, whether we feel them or see them. It doesn't matter. They're with us. So that's the first thing. The second thing, of course, is that it's not meant to be hard. So it's not a mystery or a magical thing. You know, we are all from a star system, so it's innately in us, right? So we are programmed, so to speak, in ourselves to be able to communicate with these beings. We are these beings. Why would we not be able to communicate with them, right? Why are only certain spiritually evolved beings able to communicate with star beings? And that's not the case. We all have the capabilities. We all have the ability to. So that's what they were showing me. So that's number 2. I have my notes because it's important for me to have notes right now. The other thing is it doesn't matter if you know their name. It doesn't matter if you know what star system they're from. It doesn't matter if you have a star name. None of that matters. The whole name thing doesn't matter. That's just an ego construct. That's just our ego trying to understand and figure out what's going on. So none of that matters. So just take that out of the equation also. You don't need to know their names. You don't need to, in order for you to connect with them, none of that matters. And then number 4 is it doesn't matter how much you've experienced or not experienced star beings before. So you could have, the way that I'm going to show you how to connect is a very simple way for anybody to connect and to begin to experience these star beings. So it doesn't matter if you have, if you've channeled star beings before, if you've communicated with them before, if you've felt them before, if you've seen them before, none of that matters. So because we're all here to begin to experience and explore who we are, which is, for most of us, a star being. So none of that matters, whether you've communicated or not communicated. So here's how it works. It's very, very simple. Hi, Joe. Hi, Yogi Joe. what they showed me in Telos was, so a star being, this family member of this client showed up. And this was in the process of them separating, saying goodbye. And the star being was standing right in front of the client. And it was this beautiful being of light. It transformed into sort of like a masculine energy. And so it looked a little bit like a male figure. And what he was showing her was that there was this energetic space between them. So from the heart chakra to the solar plexus, right, in this center area, there was this energy that was being exchanged between them without any effort. And what he was saying was, this space between us, this energetic frequency is how we communicate, is how you feel us, right? So it doesn't matter if you can see them or not. For most of us, we might not ever really be able to see them physically. But, do you hear that loud train? Mount Shasta train. Anyways, I love the train. This energy between the being and yourself, that is the experience. That is how you begin to feel them. Now, again, like I said, it doesn't matter if you can see them or not. You might not ever be able to see them physically standing in front of you. That's just maybe not going to happen. Even energetically, you might not be able to see their energy in front of you. What's most important is this energy space, this frequency between you and this being that is going to present itself to you, right? That you're going to ask to come down, ask to be in front of you. That's the experience. That's the exchange. That is the feeling. That's you being able to feel them. So he was showing us this, and he was having the client feel into that space, the in-between space. I could actually see the energy. I could see the frequency and the energy between them. And then when I felt into it, I could begin to experience the emotion of it. So once you're able to feel the frequency, feel the energy, then what happens is that you begin to experience an emotion that comes with it, right? So you start to experience maybe it's joy or peace or bliss or love, whatever that may be. So that's what he showed me, and then here's how you do it. You want to sit in a quiet space. You want to be able to have a space where you're not going to be interrupted. And this can be, wherever. It could be before you go to bed. It could be when you wake up. It could be anytime during the day. But just a quiet space. And then you're going to want to close your eyes. And I suggest closing the eyes because when you have your eyes open and you're moving through things and you're trying to experience things, when your eyes are open, you're using all your other senses. When the eyes are closed, you're able to use your multidimensional senses. So you're able to kind of hone in on exactly what you're doing. So your clairsentience, the four clairs, become really powerful, potent. When the eyes are closed, you're able to focus more. So close your eyes. And then again, it doesn't matter if you know what being is around you or not. It doesn't matter. But close your eyes and then just ask for whatever star beings want to come in to just come into your space. So you invite them in, right? And again, it doesn't matter if you see them or not. Most likely you're not going to see them. Perhaps some of you will see them. But you're going to invite them into your space. Right? And then you're going to ask them to be in front of you. They're going to know what you're doing. They're going to understand all of it. And they're going to be excited about it. This is what they want. They want this experience with you. And so as they're in front of you, you're going to begin to bring your awareness to the heart and solar plexus area. So you're going to bring your awareness to this center space between you and this being, right? And you might not, again, see this being, but it's there. The light being is there. If you call them in, they're right there. Begin to feel this frequency. Begin to feel the energy. So you just bring your awareness, to that space. And it might be a larger space. It might not just be from the heart chakra to the solar plexus. This is just what this being showed me. And the more you practice it, the more you'll be able to bring your awareness straight to that space. But focus on this energy between you and this being, and you'll start to feel it. It's a frequency, it's an energy. You will start to feel something. And that is them. That is the experience of you and them. And you can do this with not just star beings. You can do this with ascended masters. You can do this with any guides that you call in. Whatever you want to do, any sort of spiritual being, any light being that you'd like to experience, this is how we can begin to experience them in a very normal, very down-to-earth, grounded way. It's not this super spiritual, channeling mode that you have to be in order to experience these beautiful beings that are here for us to engage in. Yeah, any animals that you want to engage in as well. So focusing, closing your eyes, calling them in, doesn't matter if you know their name or not, asking them to come in front of you, and then beginning to focus your awareness on this space in between. And trusting. It's a huge amount of trust, because we are walking into dimensions that we've forgotten how to live in, right? And so we're moving into dimensions that are new to us in this reality. And so we're starting to refamiliarize ourselves with how to be in this space, with how to feel this energy. When you're in telos, right, when you're in this multidimensional frequency, it's very normal. You walk in and you're like, oh yeah, I can feel this energy. Oh yeah, I can see this energy. I can see this frequency. It's much more difficult when you're in the third dimension, in our physical third dimensional bodies, trying to feel that. But the more we do it, the more we practice it, the easier it becomes. The easier we're able to experience it. And why? Why do we want to do this? Why is this important right now? Why am I even sharing this information? Well, it's important right now because we're all waking up to who we are, right? And we're all trying to understand or remember why we're here. What are we doing here? You know that there's a reason. You're always looking up at the stars. You're always looking up saying, some of us like, take me home. But just knowing that there's more out there, connecting to that remembrance, connecting to that familiar feeling of, oh my God, I'm not alone. Okay. Oh my God, I can do this. Right? And they're here. And so that's why this is important. It's important so that you cannot feel alone. It's important so that you can really remember the bigger picture, the why of what you're doing here. That you contracted to come down, that you left a star system. It's important because you can feel that you are guided, that you are held, that you have a purpose and a mission, whether you know what that is right now or not. The more you connect to this energy, the more you connect to this frequency, the more you will remember, the more you will wake up, so to speak, right? And the more you can connect to it, the more you can feel them here with you, the more things will start to open up and unfold for you. Very baby steps. But this is all given to us. Every single one of us. This is an opportunity. This is an opening. This is you don't have to be anything other than who you are right now to be able to do this. I always say this is just like brushing your teeth or taking a shower or going to work or paying your bills, engaging with star beings is going to become just as easy and just as normal as all of the other stuff we're doing. And it's not for the spiritually advanced or the individual that's been doing it forever and can channel these star lights and these tones and all the other stuff people are doing, which is beautiful. But the normal Joe schmoes like you and I can do it as well, right? And this beautiful being showed me the beginnings of how to communicate, of how to bring them in. And just trust what you see, trust what you feel, trust what you hear, trust. It's so important. And begin to explore that and experience it and just and feel what that frequency feels like in between you and this being. Try it out with other beings too. Like if there's like certain masters, certain ascended masters that you're really close with, try this frequency out. Try this energy in between space, the space between. It's pretty cool. And you might actually be able to actually see it as well. It could be different colors too. A lot of clients see colors. I don't usually see colors unless I'm asked what color is it, and then I'll dive into what color it is. Usually it's not, it's just a light to me. But the point is, it's normal. The point is, anybody can do it. The point is, you don't have to read about it. You don't have to research books. You don't have to, search and search and search. It is so right here and available for every single one of us. And it's so normal. It's so normal. And so it's just a process of integrating that very, what we've considered to be out there, galactic, weird, freaky, untouchable, integrating that into the very dense, normal dimension that we live in now. And that no one's more special than the other because they're capable of seeing these beings or channeling these beings. They're here for us. They want you to communicate. They want you to engage with them. I learned this today with a session this morning. They can't interfere with your life, but they want to provide. They want to guide. They want to make it easy for you. They want to open doors for you. And so what they were saying to this client was, surrender to us. Ask us. Tell us you're ready. Tell us you're ready, and we'll come in. Tell us you're ready to surrender. Tell us you're ready to walk this path that you came down here to walk. Tell us that you're ready to give up everything in your control to start to do what you actually came down here to do. Surrender. Throw up your arms. Say you're ready. Say you're done. Take over. That's all they need. All they need from you is to say, I'm ready. Take me. Give it to me. Show me. And they'll be right in. Until you do that, they just are watching. They're just watching. And they're waiting. They're waiting for us. They're waiting for us to say yes. And so we have to physically out loud say, yes, I am freaking ready. Come down and freaking do something, right? I'm ready. I'm surrendering. And then listen, loves, because they're there. They're going to talk. They're going to show themselves. I guarantee you. They're going to show themselves to you. They're going to start talking to you, and it's a matter of you trusting. It's a matter of you surrendering. It's a matter of you really, really, really giving it all over. This is our time. This is the time right now, right? We all know this is it. And so let's make it normal. It's very normal, okay? And start talking to them like they're normal people. Like if you were to go to a restaurant, right? You're not just going to sit there and in your mind be like, God, I'd really love a hamburger right now and some French fries, and I wonder if they have a chocolate milkshake because I'd really love a chocolate milkshake. And the waitress is just standing there staring at you, right? And you're just ordering in your head like, God, I wonder if they have a hamburger. God, I really would like, do you think they have like vegan burgers? I don't even know if they have vegan. Oh yeah, they did have vegan burgers. Anyways, that's what it's like, right? You have to out loud say, hey, I am ready. This is what I want. Out loud, give it to them, right? I do ceremonies outside on the mountain. I'll take time and I will find myself in a really special spot, and I'll know this is a moment for me to surrender even more. And I will say out loud, I am surrendering even more to you. I am surrendering even more to my process. I am surrendering even more to my purpose for why I am here, for what I am here to do. Take me more, give me more, show me more, let me know that I don't have any control, and show me what is next. I am ready. And I'll even throw my hands up in the air and be like, I am ready, right? I'm ready. And they come. And they love it because they know that they can now be participating in your life. You have to understand these beings have been with you since the second you jumped into a third dimensional body on the planet. They have been with you all along the way. And they have been waiting patiently for this moment for right now, for us to finally wake up and say, okay, let's go. And so it's like, stop twiddling our thumbs, voice it, say it out loud, take charge, and then let them come in. So just explore this. Just explore this what they showed me. They're showing me this stuff for me to show you guys. They're showing me this stuff not for me, for you, so that you guys can begin to do this. So close your eyes. Ask them to come in. Who cares if you don't know what their damn star system, who cares? It'll come to you or it won't come to you. That's not what matters. Ask them to come in. Trust. Don't beat yourselves up if you can't feel them right away. Don't beat yourself up if you don't feel that space in between, right? But just keep doing it. When you're outside walking around, call them in. They can come in when you're walking. You don't have to be sitting, right? Maybe they're right next to you in this way. Wherever they are, feel the energy between the two of you. Feel that space between the two of you. Feel that frequency. Is it a color? Is it a sound? Is it an emotion? And practice that. That's how we stay connected. That's how we stay aligned. That's how we stay and continue on in this process of ascending and evolving. Yeah, man, they just want you guys to just start talking to them, and realizing also, one more thing before I get off, realizing also that there is no time. Okay, we all know that. We're learning that. But by engaging with them and by saying, I surrender, I'm ready, let's go, you'll jump timelines. And so this client this morning, I don't know if she quite understood, but she was jumping timelines, meaning that she was no longer staying in a frequency and a space that she had been walking on, that they had activated her and pushed her forward, and she jumped over to a different timeline with other things that are going to be happening in a much faster way. So don't worry about time. Don't worry about when is it going to happen. Don't worry about how is it going to happen. And I've been doing this for so long and I'm waiting, twiddling my thumbs, just kind of waiting. And Lori said if I surrender and ask them, that they're going to come and it's going to unfold. You have to trust. What they were saying this morning also is trust in divine timing. Trust that they know better than you. Trust that they have it all planned out. Trust also that it's already done, that it's already been done. You've already done what you came here to do. Okay, you've already done what you came here to do. Now you are just waking up and beginning to do it. Okay, so it's already done. So these beautiful beings are going to open doors for you, right? Slowly push you in that direction. But you got to get out of the way. You can't have it in your own time frame, right? Because time doesn't exist for them. So you just basically uncomfortably kind of sit and wait and trust and keep going. Obviously you're living your life, you're doing your things, but you always know in the back of your head that you're moving towards that you're walking towards that purpose. The divine being that you came down here as, you're walking towards that. And these beautiful beings are here to make it easier and to provide for you as you do it. So if you're struggling, let them take that struggle away. Give them that struggle. It's not meant to be hard. We're not meant to struggle in this last lifetime. The other thing they were saying is, you really think that you came down here lifetime after lifetime after lifetime after lifetime after lifetime, so that this very last lifetime, when it's really counts, when the rubber hits the road, this is when our swords come out, this is when we're doing our work, you really think they're going to want us to struggle? You really think they're going to want us to be in poverty? You really think they're going to want us to be in fear and resentment and anger? It's all going to be taken away. It's all going to be released and kind of pulled off of you. It's not meant to be that way in this last moments, in these last parts of the shift. It's just not. Think about it. It's absurd. It's an absurd concept. Oh, well, you're waking up. It's going to be hard. You're going to struggle. You're really going to struggle. Good luck. Oh, by the way, you're not going to make any money when you start to do what you came here to do, what you volunteered to do, what you left your star system to do. Yeah, we're going to keep you in poverty. That's ridiculous. We're light beings, which is love, which is joy, which is bliss. You can have everything you want and then some. You can have all the money you want. There's nothing wrong with that. You can be as rich as you want if you believe it, if you trust it, if you know who you are, if you know why you came down here. If you know why you came down here, if you believe that with every piece of beingness in your being, then you will know that you are taken care of financially. It's not to say you're not going to go through heartache. It's not to say that it's not going to be a challenge, moving through this. But it's not meant to be a struggle. It's not meant to be a struggle. And you're not meant to be in poverty. You're not meant to be without. It's just counterintuitive to why you're here. You have to understand, for a lot of us, we reincarnated over and over again, which means that when you were in the reincarnation phase, which is the phase in between coming back in, right? So you died, you left your physical body, you had a choice to come back. Every single time you died, you had to choose to come back again. So it's not like you were volunteering and you came down and you were like, when you first left, you came down and you knew that you were here to volunteer and to participate in this huge shift, right? But depending upon how many lifetimes you lived, every single lifetime in between the reincarnation stage, you were offered the opportunity once again. Do you want to come back or do you want to go? Do you want to come back in or do you want to go? Every single time. So it's not like you came in and that was it. You're stuck here. You were given a choice every single time. So you have to understand what you've chosen over and over and over and over again. You have chosen to be here. God knows how many times. Some of us, hundreds. Think about that. Think about that commitment. Think about that commitment. That's real. That's in your heart. That's in your heart. That's not a one-time thing that you came down here once and we're stuck here. None of us are stuck here. Well, we're stuck now, but this last lifetime. But none of us were stuck here on this cycle. It was a choice every single freaking time. Think about that. And you want to think to yourself that you're supposed to be in fear and pain and struggle and held without things? No way. No freaking way. Absolutely not. It's not happening. And beloved loves, there is absolutely nothing you have to do. Okay? Just if you can connect to who you are, if you can connect to that part of you that knows you volunteered, that knows you contracted to be here, that knows that you came back over and over and again, if you can connect to that, all the money is going to flow to you. All the abundance is going to, you don't have to fix any goddamn chakra system. Okay? You don't have to fix any past life. You don't have to fix any trauma. You don't even have to fix your belief systems, okay? If you can connect to that piece of you that knows that you came down over and over and over again to be here in this exact time, watch the miracles that will start to happen. Connect to that daily. Connect to that hourly if you have to. I guarantee you, everything will shift. Abundance will flow. Opportunities will be provided. And just watch as you shift back and forth, because you will. You'll go back into fear. Who am I? Oh yeah, that's right. And you'll just go back and forth. Stay connected. Remember, you came back every single freaking time. You volunteered. You said, yes, I'll come back. You sure you want to come back? I'm coming back. I'm committed. I'm coming back. You sure you want to go back? Yes, I'm committed. I'm coming back. Okay, but you've got I don't know how many more lifetimes. It's okay. I'm coming back. I want to do this. This is not for vain, right? So now is the time, right now, current. We're doing it. And you want to struggle. And you don't want to have money. And you want to believe all these belief systems that are false, that are held in this third dimensional container. and you want to believe that you're supposed to do certain things in order to open yourself up to allow money to come in. That's okay. You can have all of those. It's not real. You don't have to do any of that. Connect to the heart, connect to who you are, connect to the lifetimes that you said yes to over and over and over and over again, and miracles will happen. I'm telling you. It's all you have to do. It's simple. By the way, they made it simple for us. Because look at all the shit we went through all these lifetimes. Look at all the crap we went through, okay? And you think they're going to make it hard for us this time? You think it's going to be like a mystery? Like, ooh, how am I going to get through this? You know, like, how am I going to open all these things up? And you think they're going to try to make it like that for us at the last minute, the last lifetime after we've gone through God knows all the other shit that we've gone through? Absolutely not. Not going to happen. It's easy. It's so easy. And the more you accept the fact that it's easy, it's easy. And we still live in the third dimension. So there's still pain. There's still all the other shit that kind of just happens, but just let it happen and go. Just let it happen and go. Just let it happen and go. Don't connect to it. Don't attach to it. Come back to the heart. Come back to the many times you said yes. Come back to the fact that you know that you are here for a reason, whatever that may be. Maybe you're doing it, maybe you don't. Doesn't matter, okay? Come back to that peace and connect to these star beings. They're going to remind you of this message. This message that I'm saying right now is not from me, it's from them. This is not me, this is them speaking to you. This is me letting you know what they want you to hear right now. All of you. Every single one of you that is listening to this right now was pulled by your higher self to listen to this message because you need to hear this from your star family, okay? So it's not a coincidence that you're listening to this message right now. This is your star family speaking directly to you, letting you know, let's go. Let's start communicating. It's time, right? It's time. Let us provide. Let us give. And you can do it. It's already, it's in you. It's part of your cells. It's in your cellular structure. So, with that being said, yay, you're ready. I hope this was helpful. I hope you guys, there's no need for hopelessness, you know. It's just connect. Just close your eyes. Just feel in your heart. Call them in. Start actively being with them. There's no more victimhood. There's no more, help me, come get me, help, where are you? You actively participate right now. From this point forward, you are actively participating in who you are and the communication with your star beings. And call it whatever you want to call it. If you don't want to call it star being, call it whatever the freak you want to call it. It doesn't matter. Nobody cares what it is. It's just the experience and the coming together with them. It's just so normal. It's so everyday freaking normal. It's so important to understand that. It's not galactic. It's not, cool. It's not, you're from a star. It's none of that. It's normal. It's so normal. I don't know how to get that across more. It's like I'm like beating a dead horse. Yeah, it's family. It's family. It's who you are. And when you connect to that, it's pretty powerful because you get that bigger picture. The bigger picture of who you are and why you're here. And the tough part is where the struggle comes in is integrating it. That's the hard part. So that's why they want you to bring them in. That's why they want you to communicate. That's why they want you to feel them. And please know that it's normal. Please know that there's nothing spectacular and special about being a star being and communicating with your star family. We all at one point or another lived in a different star system. We all came from a star system. We've lived on multiple star systems. That's the other thing. We haven't just lived in one star system. We've explored and experienced many of them. So know that that's how amazing you are. Know that's how special you are. Know that's how powerful you are. And know that you're held. You're held by them. You're guided by them. You're loved by them. And that you're not alone. That you are not alone. And that you're courageous. You're courageous for being here. And they honor you for that. All the masters honor you for that. All the ascended masters honor us right now for being here. For how challenging it is, for how difficult it is. The integration is tough, right? The integration is challenging. We are all, every single one of us right now is trying to figure, how the freak do I integrate all this? How do I live the normal 3D life and pay my bills and go to the bank and buy groceries and talk to star beings? It's part of it. It's the integration. But do more of the other stuff instead of just the 3D stuff, and it'll start to integrate smoother. All right, my loves. That's enough for now. I love you all. If you missed any of this, it will be on my YouTube channel. I'm going to upload it later this afternoon, so all of this information will be on my YouTube channel. I'm not going to have this live go for 24 hours on Instagram because it won't save that way. So go to my YouTube channel, Lori of Lemuria, and you can find this video. And if you're interested in going into Telos, you can find all that information on my website at lorioflemuria.com. Thank you for being here, love. Purple Alice AG. Purple, whatever. Okay. Love you guys so much. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for being here. Not only here right now, but here on the planet. Thank you. Thank you for your service. Thank you for your courage. Thank you for your heart. And don't forget who you are. So much love to you all. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.